Hello everyone, in this lesson we continue to study the Continuous System Time Domain Analysis module. In this lecture, we introduce the classification of systems response. There are several ways to divide the system response. One way we can divide the system response into free response and forced response. The second is to divide the transient response and steady-state response. There is another. Zero input response and zero state response. This division is also this module's important content. Let's take a look at the Bell division method. Definition of various system responses. First, look at the free response. Free response is also called intrinsic response. It is determined by the characteristic of the system itself, which has nothing to do with the form of external incentives. Then it corresponds to the homogeneous solution in the classical solution. Forced response. The form of the forced response depends on the added incentive. It just corresponds to the special solution in the classical solution in the time domain. In the second division, the transient response. It is a component that appears temporarily in the full response after stimulation axis. It will gradually disappear with the time. Steady-state response. It is a part of the full response excluding the transient response. The rest is the steady-state response. In the third division, zero input response is T of YZI. As the name suggests, system response at zero input. Zero input response is only the response generated by the initial state. Zero state response, T of YZS. It refers to initial state is zero. The response of the system is generated by the external excitation signal. In the next part of the lecture, we will focus on discussing solution of zero input response and zero state response. That's the content of this lesson. Thanks.